Hi everyone, welcome back. This is my third project using the December kit from Kitaholic Kits, and today it's all about the grids. So Steph actually suggested or asked one of us to do a grid layout, and I thought a perfect way to do a grid layout is by adding those three photos in my traveler's notebook, but then also creating a grid using the little pocket and my fuse tool. So I'm going to create little shaker pockets, and I'm going to fuse those three colors or sets of sequins that you can see there, and I'm going to overlay them with the grid already created by the photos. You'll see what I mean when I actually do it. It's a bit complicated. I love these little sequins because they match the color in the photo quite well. It makes me happy. So I just at first I thought I'd be able to get the sequins in that way, but I pretty soon realised I needed to stand it up, and the cover of my traveler's notebook has actually fallen off, so I need to stitch that back in. So I am going to create the first little pocket, add the blue sequins, and I'm going to sew that closed, and then I'm going to create stitch, I don't know what you call it, fuse, oh my gosh, fuse, and then I'm going to add the two other colours as well, and together it kind of all looks nice and blended. And then I also really like that those colours from the sequins match that painty paper, which I'll use on the opposite side. I'm using that tag from the cut apart sheet to cut down the to add my journaling, but I wanted to layer that over some more paper, so I am using a bit of the cut off from that same mixed media background painterly scripty paper to cut down the label, and just to make sure it sort of matches the lines of the label itself. And it adds a layer, which I always like, and then I also added this little dashed border because I just went all out with this layout, it seems. And yeah, so I'm going to stick that down, and I'm going to use, that's what I've been doing lately. I've been putting little enamel dots inside of my tags instead of ribbons because it's less bulky. And I find that ribbons they can be quite bulky, so I tend to use little enamel dots there instead, just to create a bit of interest. And I'm creating two little clusters using a combination of the die cut pack and the sticker sheet because they both came from Vicky Booten, and they do match. I wanted to use that photo in my last layout from last week, but I'm glad I had it here because the whole story that I'm telling is about how I used to stage these little photo shoots when my daughter Emma was a little baby. I staged all these photo shoots with her, and I wasn't really into scrapbooking so much then. I was doing a Project Life album for her, but I never did really any layouts of all of these little photo shoots that I did for her, and I loved them, and I thought they were really cute. So that's why I really wanted to use that camera from the die cut pack, because it was just so perfect. Adding a few little golden hearts and stars, or I think just hearts maybe, around this layout to bring in just a bit of bedazzlement, I guess. And also I'm also going to add some more flowers from that sticker sheet as well, because I felt that the little one single flower on the camera, I didn't like how it looked so much. So adding more flowers. When I'm done with that, I'm going to add the date as my title because there was that little space there, and I thought that's a good way to put it. And when I finish adding the date, I'm going to do some journaling. Oh, I also do some little dotty dots. I forgot about that. I do them a lot. I like to because often these mixed media background papers, they don't have a lot of black elements and they don't run in a diagonal, which is often something I want. I want my mixed media elements to run in a diagonal. So that's why I added my little dotty dots myself. Is that a word, dotty dots? Anyway, now I'm adding my title after I've done my journaling. Whew, it's been a wordy one. I am going to... Actually, that's pretty much it for this layout. I am going to stick it into the actual traveler's notebook, and then I'm just going to take some little phrased sentiments from the big sticker sheet, and I'm going to just embellish the opposite side so that the photos are not completely unembellished, although I don't think it really adds too much to it. I think I could easily have left the photos unembellished and it would have looked totally fine, but there was this one little strip of words, and I can't even remember what it says. It was something like super cute or cute things or lovely things or something like that. Pretty things. I think that's it. And I thought that was cute. Look at my baby. Anyway, that layout is now pretty much done. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. I'm sorry it's been a bit rambly, but there you go. I'm in a chatting mood. Have a lovely week. I'll see you all next week. Bye.